hills of Kentucky just to our right. We welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
When you're on the road, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake that brings the crowd into it. Now you're not just battling your opponent, you're battling yourself as well.
We changed it. Hey! Yeah.
Jackson looking to throw right away. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Report. No, we changed it.
Motion man is Schwartz. Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
13. Hey! Hands up! Hey!
Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Jackson will throw again. A short throw caught by Andrews. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Here's Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. But just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end the series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3rd down and 6.
No, we changed it.
To throw is Jackson. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that had been knocked loose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us are playing.
Yeah, right.
11.
Too humble. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd down and 4.
11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Here we go.
Fourth down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. From the gun, Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Motion man is Schwartz. Jackson now. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down.
Hey, report. Report. Marlene! What's up?
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this goal. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there. A first down.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Bengals at 5-4 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. On the move to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Report.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Ready. Hey, report. You. Hey, Ozzy.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Burrow looking to pass. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 12. Burrow will throw. He's got a man. It's This is tied in. That's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
11. Here we go. Stop.
To the air again, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I'm one, right? 11, Thomas. Here we go. Stop.
Now Burrow. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Burrow. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Here we go.
Third and goal, Burrow. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
13. Yeah. No, we changed it. Hey.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember earlier in the year, with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-0. Throwing is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
11.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
12. Let's get set.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. He can't get him down. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this complete to Mitchell. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Yo.
Now Jackson steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
A short throw caught by Andrews. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Here's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. And Jackson throwing once more. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So it looks like they start some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Go. Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Change it. No. Yeah. No, we changed it.
To throw is Jackson. That is caught. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Ball for the 3rd time. Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11. 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now it's Burrow. Wide open receiver, complete. And he will take it in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, middle. No, we changed it. Go right here. Right shot.
Now it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Here we go. 11,
now Burrow changing things up here. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Another run for Brown on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
11 MT, 11 MT.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll run on third down with Brown. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Right back to Brown. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Brown is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it. And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
Here we go.
But a quarterback of his caliber? I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Here we go. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
11.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That one taken in by Burton. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
I'm fine, ready? Here we go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here we go, here we go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Running right, here's Brown. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll try and run for it with Brown. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hard running at the 15. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
No, we changed it. Go right here.
Jackson now. He's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Anthony Schwartz. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. That's caught at the 1. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he will have a Bengals first down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
Here we go, here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
David Ajabo running in to take him down.
11 MT. Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up.